What's going on, everybody? This is Zani from Team Relinquished. Today I'm coming from PPG. Got first place in our locals. I'm playing Dino Dogmatica, so my matchups were round one. I played against what's it called? Invoked Dogmatica. That was against Geo, my homeboy. It was not easy. Went to game 3. It got grindy towards the end. Game 2, I played against Zombie Eldritch. I should have gotten the win, but I punted by so many monsters in attack mode, and I ended up getting Lightning Storm. And even though I set up my board to where that shouldn't have happened, he sided in Harpy's Feather Duster against me. So game 3 I played against Virtual World. That deck is extremely easy to deal with now. So that was a cakewalk. Round 4 I played against what's it called? Dino Mirror Match. 2-0'd him. Pretty solid dude, but I just opened better at the end of the day. So let's get into it. So as per usual, we have triple OV, bread and butter. Ignore that. OV's pretty much your best starter slash extender. It's a great card. Misk, God card of the deck. People were complaining that this didn't get banned, or people were saying, what do you do if it get banned? It's honestly a balanced card when you look at it in a shell, because you take away Misk, Dinos don't have all that much to really do insane combos with. So, double Archosaur. This is a solid extender or starter depending on your hand. This actually saved me because I opened this plus baby like a lot, and my opponent just didn't have anything, so I just went off and made my full board. The 1 petite and the 3 babies. So last time I had it at 2. I did some more testing. I decided that I wanted to see this at 3. I wanted to see as much babies as possible, just so that this is never dead in hand and neither is this, so that I always have an extender or some sort of play to go into. And later on you'll see why this also works a lot better. Then we have the 1 Giant Rex. It's still good as a one-off. There were times where I did wish that I didn't play it, but more often than not it comes up. So the 1 Pank and the double Conductor. This is probably not going to change anytime soon. 2 Conductor is correct because playing 3 is somewhat bricky. Like, the only time I saw playing 3 of this correct was when Dragoon was like first announced, and basically you hard drop a Conductor, you pretty much win. Hand trap lineup, triple Ash, usual. This card put in so much work today. The only deck this isn't viable against is the Dino Mirror Match. That is it. Everything else that hits really hard. Eldritch, Invoked, hell, even Zoo, Virtual World, Drytron. This hits everything. This is such a beautiful card. I tried out DD Crow today over Skullmaster. I didn't like it because literally everything that I hit with DD Crow, they just ended up resolving a second one. So it started to annoy me because Skullmaster negates, this sort of tries to prevent. So, and then last up, I decided to bring Imperm back because now that Calamities is banned, this can be used to more fruition. This turns off Drytron boards. This turns off Invoke boards. This can stop certain things from an Eldritch going off. It stops Zoo. Can stop Dinos too if they haven't activated Miss, or even in battle phase. Conductor tries to swing at you, you turn it off, and then they get nade. Then we got the triple Fossil Dig. There's Searcher. Double Evo Pill. Probably not going to bump that up to 3 anytime soon, because even with 2, I almost always see 1 in hand, and it's like, alright. Double Lost World. Like I said, as long as I'm not playing pure dinos, I'm not cutting this, bumping this back up to 3. It's a solid extender. It's a solid like chain blocker because you summon OV, chain link 1, chain link 2, Lost World gives him token, turns off Gamma, turns off Imperm, turns off Lightning Storm, turns off evenly. So it's always solid. The one called by the grave. This is still a great card. Going first or second. And if you open it, like you're just set to guarantee your plays. And if you draw into it, it's like, okay, cool. This is a defensive card now. Now for the spice. Last time I was playing Dino Zoo. Now I am playing Dino Dogmatica. So we got triple Nadir Servant. This card is insane. Holy crap. You just send this at the end of your plays and you just go off. And you go into Dogmatica stuff. So for the Dogmatica, we play double Ecclesia and 1 Fleur de Lis and then 1 Punishment. So the idea and ratios behind this, Servant will summon or will send, and then you get Ecclesia. You summon Ecclesia, you add Punishment, and then if you send Titaniclad, you add this at the end phase. So you get both, which is really broken. So you're ending on a field with Dulka, Conductor, Punishment, and Fleur de Lis in hand. That's 6 interruptions for 6 cards. So it's like, good luck playing through that. So if I open Servant, I get both of these. If I only open Ecclesia, I get one or the other. But either way, I'm more often than not going for Punishment simply because I don't need the extra negation. Then for the extra deck, the 1 Link Karibo, the 1 Secure Garna, standard stuff. IP, I realized came up way more than I realized. You have a lot more non-dinos to summon Conductor with off pill, and if you open Conductor, you don't have to activate pill. You could just either summon Pank or save it for the following turn. So it's always good to like manage your resources. Then the 1 Penistag also, what I realized with this, I can turn this into Appaloosa if I really wanted to. Because Ecclesia will be on board, and then if you summon Fleur de Lis, you use both of those in IP, you turn it into a 4-body Appaloosa, so now you have even more, it gets really stupid. Unfortunately, I'm not playing Appaloosa because I realized it like halfway through the tournament, but the fact that I can do it is insane. The 1 Penistag to push for game, this won me a lot of games because against Zombie Eldritch, you know, they like to have a bunch of shit. So I was like, all right, fine. I'm just going to punch through it all. Against Virtual World, I ended up conducting their entire board, summoning Pentastag, just killed them. Yeah, the Nightmare Package, Unicorn and Phoenix, back row hate, general hate, always works. Access code, generic game winner. I haven't been summoning him lately, but I'm still not going to take him out simply because in case Conductor can't get the job done, he can. So we're not moving him. The 1 Logia, same thing. This is just Solemn Judgment on legs. Dulka, Strike on legs. Tornado Dragon for utility. Castell for utility. This deals with if anybody's still running Megaclops or something that Conductor can't deal with. Dweller to handle anything Brave heavy, to where Dulka is a little less optimal. So like against Eldritch, for example, I'd summon Dweller over Dulka, turn their entire shit up. Then we got Dugaris. Dugaris, people forget that I don't only have to double his attack, double the attack of a monster. This is also Monster Reborn, and this is also a small Graceful Charity. So I draw 2, discard 1, I Monster Reborn a monster in defense mode, or I double a monster's attack. And this is just super free, and nobody ever negates this, so I'm like, cool. The 1 Intis and the 1 Titaniclad. I was playing this at 2 earlier, but then I decided to put IP in, just for more utility. And this gives me more freedom in the extra deck. Entis pop stuff, you send it off Punishment, you get 2 pops. And then Titaniclad, you send it off Servant, and then that's how you search the Fleur de Lis at the end after you search Punishment. Then onto the side. Triple Lancia. This was a great call because I was still expecting Virtual World still one of the best decks, simply because they can do Gotham shenanigans and just rip your entire hand to shreds. Dinos is definitely going to make a resurgence. Dragon Link suffers to this too. Eldritch suffers to this. Invoke suffers to this. This actually won me a game against Invoke, game 3. This was just over the top. So Lancia, triple Lancia, I feel is correct because it's like never dead. Double Nibiru. I do not side this card in simply because I feel like if I draw this as a 6th card, it's always dead. So I'm probably going to drop this for evenly match. I think that might be the move, the strat.
None of them are getting it.
I don't know. I understand the point behind Nibiru, but at the same time, I'd rather have board breaking card and board breaking power. If Lancia and Droll are already going to be preventing my opponent from making plays, I don't really need Nibiru. So that's the thought behind that. Droll still useful against Virtual World, Dinos, Invoked. Anything else to start Dragon Link? Holy crap! It shuts Dragon Link down so hard. Oh my lord! Still got the back row hate, triple Cosmic, and 1 Feather Duster just in case. This is more so for Eldritch, the random Guru and Altergeist players if they exist still, and that one true Draco player. I know you're out there. Now, I'm playing a little more trap heavy than I'm, normally do. This card is a god card. Against Dinos, this is almost an auto win. Against Eldritch, if I see a zombie, you're going to have a very bad day because Golden Lord is getting yeeted to the Shadow Realm. Dragon Link, same thing. You're going to have a very bad day. And then Anti-Spell shuts out so many decks now. It turns off Talents, so you don't have to worry about, like, if I negate this, will I get my, monsters taken or whatever. This forces them to use Droplets if they have it early. This turns off... Literally, the only spell this doesn't turn off at this point is Droplets. Everything else just gets turned off. Or maybe the rare person playing Super Volley. So these are really solid. Whenever I saw them, it always played off. And that's pretty much everything for the deck. I have something else cooking up in the works. A slight tweak to this that I saw today, but for the most part, I love the way it ran. This is by far my favorite variant of the deck. And I have no regrets. So, shout out to Gio, shout out to Brian, shout out to Ruben, shout out to Victor. Stop it. Shout out to PPG, and I'll see you guys on the next one.